All right, welcome back to the garage. We got a new toolbox for our utility trailer. Came in yesterday. Let's open it up and see what we have. All right. Now we don't have a large utility trailer. It's just 5x8. And I don't need a large toolbox. So I believe this is going to work perfectly. Let's see what's in it. All right, check that out. That's awesome. You could launch something with that. All right, there's our keys. Sweet. So we do have a gasket underneath. This lid does overlap the top anyway, so should stay dry. Cool. Now I can lock stuff up. All right, so let me go get the camera set up. We're going to take the old toolbox, literally a toolbox, off of the trailer, and we're going to get this mounted up. All right, so here's what I'm currently using. Like I said, it was literally a toolbox. And if you've seen the previous video, our bed frame angle iron tailgate is working beautifully. So basically all I have in here is tie downs, you know, an old sheet in case I have to cover something up, ratchet straps, bungee cords, little rope, junk like that. And it's been okay, but I can't lock it. I guess I could lock it, but it's just plastic. So, and I'm bad about pushing on this when I try to move it, and then this thing moves and all that stuff. So anyway, it's time to just put a proper toolbox on here. So the one I'm putting on today we got from a website called fabheavyparts.com, and they specialize in heavy equipment parts, Komatsu, John Deere, all kinds of stuff, and they have a nice tool selection. So anyway, check them out. I'll put a link in the description and we'll roll through some other stuff that they have. All right, so I need to get this empty and unbolted so I can get the other one on and probably go through some of this junk. Don't you just love it when you go to grab a bungee cord and it's hooked on everything? That's my fault though, for wadding this stuff up in here. Yeah, I'll have to fix that when I get the toolbox on there. Yeah, that worked out pretty good. All right, so apparently I did drill 4 holes. I'm going to assume that's a 1/2 inch. So let me grab. I remembered drilling 1 hole, not 4, but that's, or 2, but that's okay. 4 will work better than 2. All right, so let's get these nuts off of these bolts and get this toolbox off of here. I think this is a 1/2 inch, we'll see. Nope. Don't you hate that when you think you know what size you need and you don't? I believe these are 7/16 now. Oh yeah. Oh, it's going to turn. So on the inside I used carriage bolts. And carriage bolts have no head. And it's turning. All right, great. Okay, so let me see what I can do to keep that from turning. It's turning into a bigger job than I thought it would. That's okay. These can't be very tight. Okay. I found the trick. Got it. All right, last bolt. All right. So this should actually move that back or forward. Maybe I'll move it forward. Ooh, that kind of works. Works really well right there. I think this is going to work well. All right. So basically all I'm doing is just trying to match up the V of the trailer with the V of the box. And I think my bolt positions are going to work well too. All right. I don't even have to drill any new holes in the trailer. It's 8 1/4. 8 1/4. Whoo, good eye. All right, I need to mark those holes on the bottom of the toolbox. So let's do that. And there's one. Can't see. All right. There's two. That side is done. Let's mark this side. Awesome. Now let's get the drill and drill some holes. So basically all I did there was just scratch the bottom of this so I know where to drill the holes. Okay. All right. Okay, so there's one. Let me get this on here. Well, they tighten. Can't get any better than that. All right, come on. It's always the last one, right? That's a problem. What's going on here? Oh, I see. Okay. Now we got it. Sweet. Oh, very sturdy. Very cool. All right, so here's what's inside. So basically I have the carriage bolts and the nuts on the bottom. And it's very sturdy. I like it. All right, we're going to clean this out and see if we can do something with that mess. Ta-da! All right, that's it, guys and gals. The trailer is coming along. If you go back to the previous videos, you'll see where we took a bed frame and made us a tailgate. Bed frames are pretty much just angle iron. We cut this one up and made this little tailgate. It is working very well. Very happy with that. Toolbox is excellent. Fits perfectly. I kind of just eyeballed measurements when I got the order put in, and as you can see, I have a lot more space. Now, I didn't really organize the straps, so I'm more of a function over form kind of guy. But what I did do, I am now able to put my tow ball in there because this locks. Whereas before, I was not locking the toolbox and did not want to leave it in there. So anyway, this is very sturdy. I could stand on this. It doesn't move. Feels solid. This gas strut lifter is awesome. Very helpful. Handy. I should say handy, not helpful. Handy. Shuts nice and tight. I did adjust this bolt. This bolt is what catches that. And you can see where it was, whoops, versus where it is now. And that little adjustment made that shut nice and tight. So that's just what you need to expect when you buy anything like this. You know, you're going to have to make some adjustments to your liking. So no fault on Fab Heavy Parts. A little quick adjustment, ready to go. So anyway, if you're looking for a toolbox, heavy equipment parts, tools, things like that, check out fabheavyparts.com, and I think you'll find something you like. So I'll put a link in the description. I'll put a link to the toolbox, and thank you for watching. Thank you so much for watching. And I think I see a plan, I see something here, see a plan for the old toolbox. Today was recycling day. There it goes. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one.